So here we want to solve for all values of x in the cubic equation x cubed plus 2x squared equals 5x plus 6. For any equation, the first step is always to make one side equal to 0. As we can see, we have 5x plus 6 on the other side, so we have to make that 0. So if we have x cubed plus 2x squared equals 5x plus 6, we have to subtract 5x and 6 on both sides to get rid of 5x plus 6. So subtracting 5x and 6, so you have to do that on the other side, 5x and minus 6. So this will turn into x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 6. The other side is now equal to 0 because 5x and 5x is 0, 6 minus 6 is 0. Now, in the other video, we factored a cubic expression. The procedure is basically the same when you solve cubic equation. The only difference is that when you factor, you end with the factors. For solving equations, you have to give me the specific value for x. What is x? X equal to 1, x is equal to 2. It should be equal to a number. Okay, so we'll be using the synthetic division again, but let's identify what are the values of p over q. So we can do that by identifying p and q. The p here is negative 6, the q is 1. Then we select the factors of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 6 together with the negative numbers. For 1, it is just plus and minus 1. So that means p over q will just be 1 divided by 1, 2 divided by 1, 3 divided by 1, 6 divided by 1, and also with the negative numbers. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 6, positive and negative. So once we have identified the p over q, our next task is to check which of these will work. So we use synthetic division by getting the coefficient of x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 6. We have 1, 2, negative 5, and negative 6. We start with the first number. Let's try 1. So we check 1. So same idea, bring down the first number and then you multiply it to the 1. So you have 1. Then you add. This is 3. Multiply it to 1. It is 3. You add, you have negative 2. Then you multiply it to 1. You get negative 2. But negative 6 minus 2 is negative 8. This is not equal to 0. So 1 didn't work. So we have to check the other values for x. We try negative 1. So we copy the same numbers 1, 2, negative 5, negative 6. We try negative 1. So 1, bring down the first number. Then you multiply. So negative 1. Then you add. So 1. And then you multiply again. Negative 1. When you add negative 6. You multiply again, positive 6. When you add, it is 0. So negative 1 worked. Okay, so in the factoring, we can conclude that x plus 1 is a factor. In solving, x equals negative 1 is already one of the answers coming from x plus 1. Okay, so where are the other numbers coming? Remember, there's a use for this set of numbers. This will be forming 1x squared plus 1x minus 6. As you can see, the numbers are used for the quadratic expression. So, if the polynomial is given as x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 6, this is equivalent to, so we have x plus 1. So it is equivalent to So this one is x plus 1 times the other factor x squared plus x minus 6, which is equal to 0. And then again, you factor the quadratic expression x and x, 3 and 2, positive and negative to get negative 6, and a combination of 1x for this, and then equate it to 0. So if the product of these three factors will be 0, either x plus 1 is 0, x plus 3 is 0, or x minus 2 is equal to 0. So x is negative 1, x is negative 3, x is equal to 2. So these are the solutions to the cubic equation. So again, as you can see, the procedure in solving equation is the same as factorizing. But in factorizing, you end up with the factors. In solving, you have to find all the values of x. Factorizing, there's no equal to 0. That's why you just factor it. Solving equations, there's equal to a number, in this case equal to 0. So I hope you understand now how to solve cubic equation. This method is used for cubic equations. A similar way will be used to any polynomial, but for cubic equations you have like, this can be your first step using synthetic division. Second step is just finding the factors or writing the factors equal to 0, and then that will give you the numbers. Okay? Is it clear? Okay, so that's it.